Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. Peace, salutation, blessings, and mercy to the Lord's elect. Yahweh is the Most High's name, meaning He is, He exists, He to be. Yahweh Shai is the name of His only begotten Son, meaning He deliver or He Savior. The real Israelites, the chosen people of the Most High, are us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as well as a mixed multitude scattered throughout the earth. Some of us looking like the other nations, but you are who you are is according to your father, the seed line of your father. It doesn't matter your mother and what she looks like. So you could look like any other nation, but if your seed line is traced back to Jacob, you're an Israelite. And how you'll know that is if this word, this truth, this gospel resonates with your spirit, all right, as well as many other traits and attributes. Okay, so I'm coming back in the spirit with another quick video. Lord's will is edifying, and you see the title is the coming persecution. All right, persecution is coming, and is going to expose who the elect is and who the agents and just imposters and pretenders and prima donnas were this whole time. All right, because hey, this at the end of the day, this truth is the light. All right, and like that old saying goes, everything will be revealed. All right, what's done in the dark comes to the light. The light is eventually going to reveal everything, even who the elect are. All right, it's going to be plain and evident. Okay, this persecution that's coming is going to expose a lot. All right, and you could see, or we've been seeing for years, how Esau is, getting things in order. He has to do maybe a couple more things to fully lock it in, but it's coming. Things like this, protesters clash in Chicago with radical black Israelite group, and that's what they label us as. Although we teach that so-called Hispanics, all right, North American Indians and Seminole Indians are a part of Israel as well. They're the Northern Kingdom, all right, but still, they're still going to just label us black. We're just all black Israelites, all right, and this happened a couple weekends ago. All right, and bros have done many videos on it and stuff, but there's certain agents out there who were paid to, go set up camps in the midst of things going on, ultimately to get the ministry blame. All right. And we're moving wise as serpents, harmless as doves. We do everything in the best of our ability to not give these devils a reason to label us as this and come down on us. But at the end of the day, persecution is coming anyway. All right. Persecution is coming anyway. But the thing is you have to be persecuted in order for the Lord to justify you. You have to be persecuted for good. All right. For doing good. Right. For just teaching the words of the Lord. The Lord isn't going to defend you if you're persecuted or thrown in jail for doing something carnal or reacting to something emotionally or just doing something stupid and not wise. The Lord isn't going to defend you. All right. You have to be innocent for the Lord to defend you, and to remain innocent. All we have to do is follow the obedience of our Lord Yahweh Shai. And he said, wait on him, right? And just teach this word. That's it. All right. So it's coming. All right. Let's revisit this. I know we all remember this. This is back in exactly a year ago, October 6th, 2017. All right. So this goes back 6 years ago. 6 years ago, and even before that, they were already setting up, certain narratives to come down on us. You had a few events which could have been fake, of so-called Black Hebrew Israelites bugging out and doing certain things, and but here this is that back. This is back in 2017. The FBI's new U.S. terrorist threat. All right, so this is the new threat, terrorist threat that they're claiming that we have here in America. It says Black identity extremists. All right, Black identity extremists, and examples of organizations that had this label in the past. It was like the Black Panther Party. All right, that's why these Israelite camps who go out dressed in all black, looking militant. You even got groups who go out there with guns, water at camp. That raises red flags that they're possible agents. All right, agents used to blame this whole ministry to give Esau the excuse to come down and to persecute. All right. So again, we us here at Great Millstone, we do our best to be wise as serpents, harmless as doves. But at the end of the day, what these other groups do is out of our control, and it's ultimately the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, because us being persecuted is a part of biblical prophecy. All right. So this shows what groups or agents. Ultimately all camps have been infiltrated. As brothers say, there's agents in all camps. All right, but notice how here they call us black, or they call us a radical black Israelite groups, right? But then back in 2017, they're talking about the U.S. new terrorist threat is Black identity extremists. So this is showing that they're targeting this ministry. All right, that's what it's all about. Okay, now let's go into the prophecy of the scriptures. Let's visit Luke. It says the same thing in Matthew 24, but let's get it in Luke 21. Let's see, we'll start at verse 12. It says, but before all these, all right, before all what? Before before the microchip is made mandatory, before these nations gear up, well, they're already gearing up, but before these nations engage in full-on nuclear war, right, before the peak of Jacob's trouble, this is what has to happen. This is what's prophesied to happen before that, all right, which lets us know that this persecution is going to come sudden, quick, in at any moment. All right, the persecution could happen sometime this week, sometime next week, next month, a few months from now. We don't know, but it's going to happen soon, and it's going to be synonymous with the false flags that this devil sets off. All right, so Luke 21:12, but before all these, they shall lay their hands on you, all right, and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. So yeah, we're gonna be brought before certain detectives and judges. Certain brothers. I believe certain apostles and elders can even be brought before those elite banking families because they watch. All right. Their hand is in everything. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So they know everything that's going on in this earth. And the main thing they're afraid of, as it says in Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, They're afraid of the prophets. They're afraid of the prophecies of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right. So I guarantee, that our leaders, the leaders of this ministry, the apostles and elders, they're definitely on those elite banking families watch lists. All right. Because it says it right here, being brought before kings and rulers. All right. The ultimate kings and rulers of this earth are those Edomite banking families. It says, for my name's sake. All right. So not because we, did something carnal, we shot somebody. No, for only because for Yahweh Shai's sake, because we're preaching the gospel of Yahweh Shai. All right. That's why we're going to be persecuted. That's why they're going to lay hands on us. All right. This is prophesied. All right. That we're going to be taken. It says it right here, in prisons, synagogues, concentration camps, whatever. All right. Persecuted. Now, every brother in this truth, their journey may be different from another. All right. A lot of brothers are going to escape this persecution because that's also prophesied as we're going to continue reading. All right. But some brothers, the end of their, physical journey on this side may be in that persecution where they have to be martyrs for the Lord, for not taking the chip. All right. For not denouncing the gospel of Yahweh Shai. All right. But that's an honor in itself. And only a few brothers are going to go through that. But they're going to be the first to come back with Yahweh Shai for vengeance. All right. So verse 13, it says, and it shall turn to you for a testimony. Settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before what ye shall answer. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. So what else is Yahweh Shai telling us here? He's telling us not to fear, all right, not to have anxiety, and don't even think too hard about the persecution that's coming, because he said it. He's going to put in our mouths what to speak, all right, meaning that he's going to increase our zeal, all right, he's going to put a heavy spirit on us, all right. We don't have to sit up here and meditate and get nervous. I mean, we in the flesh, but whenever you feel like that, revert back to this scripture. All right. And remind yourself that Yahweh Shai is going to be with us through this. Right. So not only are we going to be persecuted by, the heathen nations, all right, and the wicked 2/3 of our own people, but even deeper, certain family members. All right. Maybe you came into this truth and you were being unwise when you first came in, which we all were unwise when we first came into the truth. You don't first come into the truth and you just on a high level of wisdom. No, you make mistakes. You go through experiences, certain trials, and then wisdom is gained. All right. So all of us, when we first came into this truth, we were unwise and we told certain family members about the truth, thinking we could convert them, or, maybe just cussing them out, telling them they wicked because of X, Y, and Z. Certain family members, co-workers, hey, they remember those things. All right. And when this devil comes down on them, all right, demons can hop on them to point the finger at us. All right. Well, yeah, because Esau, man, he uses this media as sorcery. So he has technology to manipulate, use brothers' voices and make it seem like we said something we didn't say, or use something that we did say. All right, because all of us go out there and preach America's going to be destroyed. That's a part of the gospel. All this devil has to do is find those clips, put it on the news. Look, they're claiming it. And this devil, he's a deceiver, a false accuser. He'll make it to where it's like, we said we're actually going to destroy America ourselves, when that's a damn lie. All right. The prophecies of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is destroying America. All right. But he's going to use certain things to play on the emotions of people like he's always done. He's going to present us to be the worst thing ever. All right. Worse than Nazis, worse than hummus. Right. And certain family members are going to bug out, get scared, and call in. Oh yeah, my grandson, he's a part of that, and I just don't want nothing bad to happen to him. All right. Your mom, dad, sisters, brothers that aren't in this truth, that are in this world, they may turn against us. As it says here, and ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren. All right. Hey, false brothers that came into this truth. All right. Even within GMS, as brothers say, which, hey, we don't want that to happen. We love all the brothers, but hey, it's written, or we just have to pray, Lord's will, not us. All right. Every brother, every sincere brother in GMS is praying, that we're going to endure to the end. And we believe we are. We had a faith. If we didn't have that faith, we would have fell out already. All right. So it says, and brethren and kinsfolk and friends. Hey, there's certain agents, around us. And it's all about to be revealed. It says, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death. Yeah, there's going to be a few martyrs. All right, but the majority of the elect is going to escape this persecution, as it's written, as it's prophesied. But there will be few of us who have to be martyrs. And again, that's an honor, because the dead and Hamashiach is going to rise first, as it's written. All right, so those martyrs are going to be the first ones to enter into that glory, and they're going to be the first ones to get that physical vengeance on our enemies with our Lord Yahushua. All right, so there's no L in being a martyr, all right, and having to be put to death by guillotine or however for not taking the chip and not denouncing Yahushua. All right, there's no L in that. That's a major W. All right, but again, the majority of us will escape this persecution because we're living in a time where this is getting ready to be the greatest deliverance ever. All right, think about those 8 souls that were delivered from the flood. That was great. Noah, Noah's wife, Noah's 3 sons, Ham, Shem, and Japheth, and their wives. All right, those were 8 people that were delivered from the flood that destroyed everybody on this earth. That was great. Our deliverance out of Egypt, right? Certain men of the Lord being delivered from all situations. Hey, in this time we're in, these last days, this is going to be the greatest deliverance ever. The elect being delivered from their individual troubles, leading all the way up to the nuclear destruction, being beamed up in the chariots and the ships. That's going to top anything. All right. But continuing on here in verse 17, it says, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. Yeah. Everyone's going to blame us, point the finger at us. Hey, this whole world, they're already against us, but it's going to be even more manifest. All right. They're going to blame us for everything that's going wrong. Okay. With the help of the so-called white man through his media and his lies, his deception. All right, now here's the main point, verse 18. But there shall not a hair of your head perish. All right, nothing's going to touch us. The majority of the elect is going to escape this persecution. Let me read it again. Hey, these are the words of Yahushua, man. This is a promise. But there shall not a hair of your head perish. In your patience possess ye your souls. All right. Why? Because we got to endure to the end. He that endures to the end, the same shall be saved. All right. So we don't have nothing to fear. Let's get Matthew, the 5th chapter. What does Yahushua say here? Matthew 5, starting at verse 10. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake. All right. So us being persecuted, we're blessed. All right. And how? Because, with the persecution, with the hell that's coming to this earth, that opens up room for deliverance, for miracles, right? Miraculous wonders, spiritual power, salvation. So blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake. But the key thing is it has to be for righteousness' sake. All right, not you pulled out a gun on the Edomite or you beat the Edomite to death out of season, right? Just not the right time or place. You do something unwise and then you get arrested and go to jail. All right, the Lord may not defend you. I mean, he could have mercy on you, if you're of the elect, but there's a good chance the Lord won't defend you because you weren't obedient to what he told you to do. He told you to wait. He told you to be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove, right? He didn't tell you to get carnal yet. All right. It says, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. And that's what this devil is going to do to us. All right. Why? Not because we're thugs, not because we're criminals, not because we're the worst people ever. No, for Yahweh's sake. Because we're speaking Yahweh. That's who this devil hates. All right. He hates Yahweh. All right. So that's why he's going to come down and make up lies against us, put it in his news media to turn everyone else against us. All right. All these people out here in the world, they're nothing but Esau's cronies. All right. They're like ants. They just follow in a straight line and do whatever the hell he tells them. So all he has to do is put us on the news and tell these people to hate us, and they're going to do it. All right. Create all type of lies. But again, we're blessed. Verse 12, rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. All right, so that's how you know you're the true prophets of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. When this devil comes down and persecutes you, and furthermore, when the Lord is with you in that persecution. All right, that's a great sign that you're an elect prophet of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, so all this arguing and debating and talking and going back and forth, oh, you the false prophet, this, and that, y'all the Pharisee, we gonna see. Because when this persecution comes, it's going to reveal everything. With that being said, let's go to 2nd Ezra. I got to get in this app. 2nd Ezra, 2nd Ezra 16, we'll start from verse 70. It says, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection. The word insurrection is synonymous with sedition. It means a violent uprising. It says, upon those that fear the Lord. Okay, that's the elect. All right, we're the only ones who fear the Lord. There's going to be a violent uprising against us. Esau might, hey, we don't know what's going to happen within the next few days, next few weeks, next few months. All right, certain false flags, so-called terrorist events, and Esau, he could put bounties on our head. All right, dead or alive, you never know. It says they shall be like madmen. All right, they ain't going to have no reason. They're going to be in a beast-like state. All right, you ain't going to be able to just smooth talk your way out of it. They shall be like mad men, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. All right, and it doesn't have to mean, literal destruction of those that fear the Lord. It's figurative. All right, destroy. This devil is like a madman, is going to destroy our character. All right, so he's unreasonable. We can't reason with him. All right. There is no, like I said, smooth talking our way out of it. We're not to defend ourselves. All right. We're not going to go out there and make statements and double down on what we do to try to defend ourselves. No, we're going to stand firm and bold. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is our defense attorney. All right. He's going to defend us. All right. So it says, verse 72, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Why? Because we're not going to take that microchip. And by us not taking the microchip, they're going to kill us. All right. Figuratively, meaning separate us from society. Oh, okay. Well, you can't go to work. You can't come inside these grocery stores. You can't live inside this building. All right. We're going to have to live off the grid and depend on the Lord. Some of us, certain brothers will be in prisons and concentration camps, and the Lord will be with them there. All right. But here's the point in verse 73. It says, then shall it be known who are my chosen. Why? Because those who aren't the chosen elect, they're going to fall out, get weak, all right, do something unwise and get killed, or just take the microchip, all right? They're going to bug out. Then shall it be known who are my chosen, but the chosen elect are going to stick to what we've been doing this whole time. We're going to stand firm and stand bold, and the Lord is going to increase our faith. He's going to increase our zeal, and we're going to cuss this devil out. It says, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. All right, so even with this great persecution that's coming, there's going to be a great deliverance out of it. Let's get 2 Corinthians. Second Corinthians 4, starting at verse 8. It says, we are troubled on every side, yet not distressed. We are perplexed, but not in despair, persecuted, but not forsaken. So even with this persecution that's coming, it ain't like the Lord left us, forsook us. No, he's going to be right there with us. All right. The persecution that's coming is a test, and it's going to be a separation of who the elect are and who's not the elect. Because the biggest test that's coming, that's also a part of the persecution, is the hour of temptation, when this devil makes that microchip mandatory. All right. When he tells you you can't eat, you can't live here, you can't work, you can't do anything in this society unless you take this chip. That's going to be the ultimate test right there. All right. So persecuted, but not forsaken, cast down, but not destroyed, always bearing about. And man, us brothers, man, we be getting fucked up. A lot of things we don't even mention, mentally, sometimes physically, we jacked up all day. And really all JKs, all Israelites, all right? But the men of the Lord have it the worst, because we go through a very heavy mental affliction, all right, to where we're battling with Satan all day long. All right. Now, the other people in the world, other Israelites, they don't go through that because they just submit to Satan. When Satan enters their mind, when Satan enters their body, they just give in. All right. They don't even understand what's going on with them. All right. They just give in to those demons. But us brothers, it's a fight for us. When we get those thoughts and feelings, we constantly fighting it. All right. So that's the difference right there. Just a side note. It says in verse 10, always bearing about in the body the dying of the Lord Yahushai Hamashiach. Why? Because we all are drinking that cup that Yahushai drank. We not drinking the whole cup like he had to drink. We taking our, portions of it, whether it be a sip or two, whether it be some gulps, whatever measure was given to you, you got to drink of that cup. It says that life also of Yahushai might be made manifest in our bodies. All right. And Yahushai drinking that cup, guess what? He drank it, he finished it, and he was healed. He was made whole. He came to life. All right. He came into everlasting life, the first to defeat death. And that's the reward for all those that follow after him. All right. It says, for we which live are always delivered unto death for Yahweh's sake. All right. A figurative death. We're dead to this world. It says that the life also of Yahweh might be made manifest in our mortal flesh. All right. Now, when Yahushai returns, our life returns. Simple as that. All right. From here, let's see. Now, let's get into, yeah, let's go get Baruch 4, because these devils that persecute us, they getting ready to be punished. All right. They ain't gonna make it out of persecuting us. Baruch 4:25. It reads, "My children," all right, or in the Hebrew, it would be bunyam, which is sons. "My sons suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai." So yeah, this punishment we're on, with our enemies ruling over us and all these things we getting ready to go through. It says, "For thine enemy hath persecuted thee," right? All throughout our history, the heathen have persecuted us. All right, but now we're in a time where the worst of the heathen is ruling, the so-called white man, and he's always persecuted our whole nation. But now he's getting ready to target the elect. All right, "For thine enemy hath persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and tread upon his neck." All right, so he's not going to win. All of these false accusations and lies he's throwing out here, hey, the truth defeats lies all day. All right, these lies might endure for a little moment, but the truth is going to last forever. So call halal Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai for that. All right, now let's see, just a couple more scriptures. All right, let's go into miracle and deliverance. So let's get Isaiah 59 and we'll end it in Revelation 11. Isaiah 59:19. "So shall they fear the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun." All right, the sun rises in the east. So from east to west, everyone is going to fear the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. It reads, "When the enemy shall come in like a flood," right? When martial law, Esau come in with his military troops trying to snatch brothers up, it says, "The Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him." And when you go into these words, that standard is spiritual power. All right. Certain elect men are going to be given spiritual power to defend themselves, defend their families, and to defend other members of the elect, maybe. All right. So how can that happen if the persecution never comes? All right. You see how prophecy is in order. All right. There's an order to prophecy. One thing has to happen in order for the next thing to happen. So in order for miracles, spiritual power, salvation, in order for these things to happen, what has to come first? Hell, hell and persecution. All right, that's the order to it. So we always talk about, spiritual power. We meditate on it, but we got to understand that this persecution is going to come in order for the spiritual power and miracles and deliverance to be revealed. All right, so that's why as brothers we're comfortable, we're okay with what's coming, because we believe in the Lord and what he says is gonna happen. We believe in what he promised us, and he knows all those who truly believe, and he knows all those who don't believe. And it says somewhere in Sirach 2 that if you're faint-hearted, meaning weak-minded, the Lord is not going to defend you because you don't believe. So it all goes back to believing and having faith. All right, now let's end this off in Revelation, the 11th chapter, verse 12, because these same enemies that's going to set up these lies against us and come up against us and try to kill us and persecute us, these same demons are going to see our salvation. They're going to see brothers getting spiritual power. They're going to see angels come on this earth and defend brothers. They're going to see the miracles. They're going to see the elect getting beamed up from the nuclear destruction while they're still on ground zero about to get destroyed by the missiles. So we'll end it here, Revelation 11 and 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, right? The elect is going to be beamed up by the chariots, all right, which are sometimes in these scriptures described as clouds. It says, and here's the point, and their enemies beheld them. All right, so these devils will see, the wicked of our people will see the elect being beamed up. All right, the escape from the persecution that's coming to this earth. Okay, so Lord's will, this video was edifying. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. Peace and mercy to the Lord's elect. Shalom.